Nagaraba Lakshmi Narayana Umapati Mahadev Hara Hara Ganga Devi Namaha Bhagirata Munikara Tapasya Shisha Jata Para Ganga Behte Tribhuvana Karana Karanam Tam Shivam Pranamamyaham Namo Kasika Vasini Ganga Tere Chara Architam Chandanam Rakta Pushpam Sada Vanditam Pujitam Sarvadevam Namo Sankata Kashtaharani Bhavani Namo Mukti Devi Namo Veda Mata Sada Yogini Yogi Gamyam Sada Kamini Mohitam Kamarajam Namo Sankata Kashtaharani Bhavani Bolo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. Sisters and brothers, thank you for inviting us, Shiva Mandir, to your home on this very special 21 nights of Shiva Puran Katha. I'm happy that you can enjoy this from the comfort of your home, and you can invite your friends and family to join us 7 p.m. each night. We started on January 28th and will end on February 17th, continuously every night. An evening to have you wonderful souls to be part of us at Shiva Mandir. We continue with the advent of Bhagavan Shiva. And tonight, I'll be talking about Jalandhar and his wife Vrinda, and how Tulsi, the plant, becomes important in the worship, in the home, in the mandir of a Hindu. Jalandhar was a very powerful man, but his strength and fame derived from the blessings of his wife Vrinda, who was dedicated to Bhagavan Shiva. Our Dharma tells us of prayer, and the power of prayer can move mountains and eradicate any adversities in life. But there are certain principles applied to prayer that we have to adhere to. And when we adhere to those principles, the prayer will bring profound blessings into our life. Jalandhar, however, was not a man of God, but he derived his strength because his wife was a Dharam Patni and a devoted person to Lord Shiva. And even though she knows very well that what her husband Jalandhar were doing was not according to Dharma, was not righteous, and in many ways destroyed the fabric of society and mankind, yet for all the love and the bond between them was strong. Even though she knows of all these facts, she will always pray for his well-being his longevity. And when she prayed to Lord Shiva with such devotion, often her tears in the form of love and bhakti will wash the lingam of Lord Shiva. And her one prayer always used to be that, Lord, never allow me to be a widow in my life. So, directly or indirectly, if you look at it, she was praying that nothing must happen to her husband, Jalandhar, even though he was doing the wrong things in life. See, friends, sometimes the devotees put even the Lord in a situation that he wonders to know what to do. On one end, she is such a devotee of the Lord. On the other end, the person she is praying for is such a devious person to society and life as a whole. But to the Lord, Leela is always miraculous. You see, sometimes we think we can do what we want. Maybe that statement is correct. But always remember, we cannot do it for as long as we wanted to do it. Man can do as he like, but time cannot do it for as long as he wants. Because you never know when time comes and change all the situations in life. So Bhagwan Shiva was caught between a bhakt, a devotee, and a danav, a rakshas. What should I do? But you see, the trinity of Brahmaji, Vishnu Bhagavan, and Lord Shiva works in unison. And every aspect of our scripture, in every ages, whether it's Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, or this age of Kali Yuga, in every yuga, they will work in unison to prevent adharma, to prevent unrighteousness, to overcome righteousness. So the devotees went to Lord Shiva and prayed. Said, Bhagavan, we know that Vrinda is such a bhakt to you, but look what Jalandhar is doing. He's destroying this world. He's creating havoc amongst the people. Please help us, Prabhu. He said that I give him all the blessings he seeks. I cannot take it back from him. And the devotees listened to him. And at the same time, Brahma and Vishnu came to visit Lord Shiva. And when they saw all the bhakts, the devotees were praying to the Lord, they were praying to him, help us, help us. Vishnu Bhagavan knew of the plight of the devotees. He said, okay, go back to your respective abode and continue with your dharmic tendency and prayers. Help will come to you. Vishnu Bhagavan realized the only way that Jalandhar will be removed or destroyed is that if he can make a personal intervention in this whole Leela. So, he looked at the routine of Vrinda. Anytime Jalandhar will go out in battle, she will go by the lingam of Lord Shiva and pray constantly until the door open and she see her husband in the home. She will not get up from the lingam. And when Vishnu Bhagwan made this observation, he realizes that this is the only way I can help the bhaktas of this world. So on the next battle, when Jalandhar was in the battlefield, Vishnu Bhagwan impersonated him. He took the form of Jalandhar, the same way he walked, the same size, the same way he dressed, the same way he talked, and he approached the home of Vrinda. This time, she was steadfast at the lingam, waiting for her husband to come through the door. And suddenly, she heard the movements of the door and someone enter. And when she looked, she saw Jalandhar. But this time, it was Vishnu Bhagwan in disguise. So she bowed to the lingam, do her final namaskaram to Bhagwan Shiva, and she went to greet her husband. But the moment she got close to Jalandhar, she sensed a difference. You see, a devotee who prays constantly will get that insight and can foretell in their own humble way when something wrong can happen. You see, Shakti is a very powerful thing. We can have a sense or a vision to guide us away from certain things. But she didn't take it for anything, because in her presence, in front of her, she is saying, Jalandhar. And she go to touch his feet, and the moment she touches the feet of her husband, she recognized this wasn't Jalandhar. And she stepped back. And ferociously, she said, I know you are not my husband. Tell me who you are. And Vishnu Bhagwan was surprised that the Bhakt had so much power that even he, the Lord, could not deceive her. Friends, devotion and being a Bhakt to the Lord is a powerful thing. Once you become a Bhakt, a devotee to the Lord, you don't have to worry anything else. The Lord is taking care of you. And as I always like to say, once you pray to God, you don't have to go to Him. He's coming to you. That's the power of mantras, bhakti, mandir and puja. When you invest your time in mandir and puja, that investment comes with profound rewards. Rewards that your generation will enjoy. By doing mandir, by doing puja, by the devotees coming together with us to build Shiva Mandir, you know how profound is that sacrifice? Even when you're gone, your generation to come will enjoy the blessings that you have done. Just like a father. In ancient times, fathers and grandfathers, they planted the fields of coconut and other fruits and trees. When they grow and they started to bear, sometime by that time, grandfather and father even is past, who enjoy the benefits. The children and generation to come enjoy it. Why? Because they plant the seed of something good. That is bhakti. We plant the seed of divinity. We will enjoy it, or generation to come will enjoy it. So Vishnu Bhagwan was surprised that Vrinda could recognize that this was not Jalandhar. And by that time she asks again, reveal yourself. And Vishnu Bhagwan was struck to know, how can I reveal myself now? And before she could have asked for the third time, she said, I will pronounce a sharap on you to pattara parne wala. You'll become a stone by the bank of the river. And when Vishnu Bhagwan heard of this, then he recognized that I should have revealed myself. And he did. That very instant he did. But she had already given the sharap to this person who she did not know was Vishnu Bhagwan. She knew someone impersonate her husband. She wanted to know who it was. The person was not saying, and she pronounced the sharap. And when Vishnu Bhagwan revealed himself to Vrinda, she fell at his feet and said, Bhagwan, forgive me. How can I give a sharap to you? You're Antaryami, you're the Lord. How can a devotee give a sharap to the Lord? That's impossible, Bhagwan. I'm sorry, I take it back. She said, no. Vishnu Bhagwan said, no. No. Don't take it back. This sharap will become a blessing. She stood up. How will it become a blessing, Prabhu? I didn't sharap you as something good. I sharap you to become a stone at the bank of the river. How can this be something good? He said, Vrinda, listen. Before I tell you how this will become good, let me tell you about Jalandhar. I can understand that you were blinded by love. I can understand that you do not want to become a widow. But I want you to see all these other ladies who became widows because of your husband, killing their husband. Look, all these children who are fatherless because your husband Jalandhar took revenge, took their lives away, destroyed them. Look at this whole society. Take that veil out of your eye. Take that love that blinds you and see what wrong Jalandhar was doing. Because she had the blessing, she had the presence of the Lord with her. This third eye of divinity opened and she could see at that moment that Jalandhar was doing something wrong. And she was praying for him and he was misusing that prayer. Friends, sometimes that can happen to you and I. Someone who we love well, we will not look at their faults or the wrong things they do. But love must not be blinded by what is dharmic, what is right and what is wrong. Love for someone else must have honesty, truth. Honesty and truth will work and make it true love. If we love someone, whether it's a friend, a family, a child, a parents, anyone, and if they're doing something wrong, we must not condone that wrong, because we become part of that wrong. We must be brave enough to let them know in the nicest way. Sometimes we tend to correct people, but where, when, and how we choose to correct them can make it more wrong than good. So friends, if I can share with you this tonight, if you decide to correct one, any person, you feel that they're doing something wrong, choose the appropriate place, not in the company of anyone else, the appropriate time, when they're not angry, when they're calm, and choose the appropriate words Choose the appropriate words, because it will make it so easy and so accepting on the other person. So when Vrinda realized the wrong Jalandhar was doing, she bowed to the Lord again. And the Lord said, this is how this sharab will turn to blessings. He said, especially in Kali Yuga, this stone that you tell me to be, that will be me in that sea, will become Shaligram. And you, Vrinda, in your next janam, next life, you'll become Tulsi. And Tulsi will get married to the Shaligram. Because I deceive you by impersonating your husband in your next janam as Tulsi, I will wed you. Tulsi will marry to Vishnu Bhagavan in the form of the Shaligram. And he said, throughout the ages, especially in Kali Yuga, and especially when we do Purnima Puja or full moon Puja, we'll bathe the Shaligram and Tulsi will sit on top of the Shaligram and we do Puja with it. That is why, friends, every time we do Vishnu Bhagavan Puja, any form of Vishnu Bhagavan Puja, Tulsi is very important. And in this age of Kali Yuga, when we do Shaligram Puja is the stone that represents the Lord Vishnu. It's different from the lingam. It's not the lingam. It's a flat piece of stone that comes with two pieces. And we bathe it and we do puja to Vishnu Bhagavan. That is called the Shaligram. That is the shrab Vrinda gave to Vishnu Bhagavan. And he turned the shrab into a blessings. That is the power of prayers, friends. No matter who we are, what we become, the power of prayer changes everything. The worst person in this world, if there is one, can become the greatest bhakt to the Lord through the medium of prayer. Prayer transcends everything. Our action change. Once we take God, we don't have to worry. He's making the changes for us. He's coming to us. Don't think about worrying to go to God. Remember the story of Janamashmi? Krishna Bhagavan, Vasudeva and Devaki? They were in prison. Kans put guard to look at them 24/7. They were praying that, Lord, look where we are. How can we reach you? The Lord give them the knowledge. Don't worry. You don't have to come to me. I'm coming to you. You know what Janamashmi is? The Lord did not take birth in a palace. He did not take birth in a home. But he took birth in the dungeon of the prison of Kans. So when we pray to God, wherever we are, He will come. He will rescue. He will guide you. I want to thank you for listening to us every night. Please support our project at Shiva Mandir. We are having Monday night puja, Shiva Puja and meditation every Monday night from 7 to 8:30 p.m. 2370 Midland Avenue in Scarborough. We are having this 108 Shiva Lingam, fully blessed with Abhishek, mantras and puja. Please call the number on your screen. Order one for you or your friends and family. In this way, you're supporting Shiva Mandir, and the blessings of Lord Shiva will be with you, your loved ones. Thank you. May Bhagavan Shiva bless you with all the wonderful things in life. And may this new year bring abundance of peace and love and happiness. Bolo Shankara Bhagavan ki jai.
Jai